most of them got out of the pool. It was only Evan and this other Marine that stayed in there at the edge of death, from their perspective. And they were given this added instruction that by the time Monday rolled around, this was on a Friday, Evan made it through the entire workout with no problems. On the other hand, Rick, his friend, got out of the pool. And because he never dealt with overcoming that fear, dread filled his life from that point forward. He dreaded the pool workout when he got up in the morning. He dreaded the pool workout for the following day when he was out of the pool. And eventually, it overtook him. So takeaway number 3 is Jesus was serious. One of the problems with projecting into the future is that there's a very human tendency to say, it's always going to be like today. As someone who has worked in finance for a long time, I noticed this in the market. The reason everyone says, what's the secret to financial success is, you buy low, you sell high. But in reality, everyone buys high and sells low. And the reason being is because when the market's going up, everyone thinks, well, it's going to go up forever. And when the market's going down, everyone thinks the market's going to go down forever. And so you never make the right decision because you are taking what's happening today and projecting it into the future. And so it is with the great battle that we're engaged in. That the lesson for today and the struggle for today is to enable you to move on in a better condition than you were before. But if you always project and think about the future and never engage in the battle today, you never get that put into your soul to move on to the next battle. And then eventually you just go, I can't do it. See, Evan didn't get out of the pool. He thought he was going to drown. I said, if his mom was there, she'd say, get out of the pool. But he said, I don't know what he would have done. Actually, if you talk to Jordan Mobley, he drowned during one of these exercises. I mean, that's an amazing thing to say. That's the same thing with us in all of our lives. In a bad marriage, in a bad church, which none of us have here, but I've been in situations like that. And I've also, for most of my life, I've gotten out of the pool. And Jesus was serious. When he said, focus on what's in front of you. Because tomorrow, take care of itself. For all on the ups and downs of the Marine Corps life that Evan's encountered, one of the hardest was for him to accept the mind games that they played. These took a variety of forms, but the most aggravating to Evan was the tendency for his sergeant to punish the entire unit for the sins of one. Now, growing up in a culture which reinforces individuality, Evan felt that this violated the laws of God and man. In reality, this is the way it is in the kingdom, because God tells us that what we do has an impact on everyone else. But we don't live like that. It's interesting that the Marine Corps kind of has it right in that sense. It was in the third in August, 3 weeks into recon indoctrination, Lynn and I had gotten up early one Friday morning with the intent to spend the weekend with Evan. He was looking forward to getting some good food. They feed him MREs and the stuff in the chow hall, but apparently even average civilian food is superior to that. Oh, we found out that they did a little study on average, they're burning 9,000 to 11,000 calories a day. So that's why Evan eats like 5 times the portions that the rest of us do. But he was looking forward to this. He was looking forward to getting off base because he doesn't have a car. 7 a.m. I was sitting in our driveway waiting for Lynn to come out so we could leave, and I got a text from Evan saying we might not want to come down because someone had gotten in trouble the previous night. He didn't know whether he would be able to get away. We decided to go down anyway because it was our anniversary weekend. Well, throughout the day we got sporadic texts from Evan saying that he might be able to have dinner with us. And then a couple hours later, he might have to go on a 15-mile rough run. And then, you know, an hour later, it's like, no, we're going to go to the pool for another 3-hour workout. Where they're having us move all of our furniture out of the barracks and then moving back in. These are part of the mind games, and they do this to them so that they don't count on anything, that they're mentally able to deal with the variabilities in their life. And I was thinking, how we love our schedules. Well, tomorrow, this is what I'm going to do. Saturday, this is what I'm going to do. This weekend, this is what I'm going to do in my class. And boy, nobody better interfere with that. But that doesn't bother Evan so much. What bothers Evan is, again, being punished for the sins of one. Well, this went on. We got down there Friday afternoon. We didn't see him Friday night. We didn't see him Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, we get a text from Evan. I'm thinking of dropping the course. Because they had pushed him to, he's just going, you know, what's the point? Why are you treating me like a child? And you know who did it. That was another dark day for us, getting that text from him. Here's takeaway number 4. Number 4. And probably the most important thing that we've learned in this process. In Evan's view, what he's going through really sucks. And that's natural. The first 3 years of my marriage to Linda really sucked. I hated being alive. Or I hated her being alive. One of the two. I've been in jobs where it really sucked. I've been in churches where it really sucked. Takeaway number 4. This is the only way for God to accomplish His purposes in our life and bring goodness and life abundant to us. No one can take himself to these places by himself. Now I mentioned Jordan. I was talking to Jordan because I was telling him about some of Evan's experience, and Jordan spent 8 years in the Marines, 2 tours in Iraq. He went through the recon indoctrination program. And we were talking about his experience, and he said, yeah, during that pool exercise, he drowned. He went down, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. I don't know if